Hey everybody, it's Teresa Collins, and you are watching Time to Shine, my YouTube channel. This is I don't know, like the 5th video. So I'm having an absolute blast coming on doing this, loving the response. So love to be able to reach out and share and see the world. So if you see this video, please like, please share it. Please become a subscriber. Yaha! So today I want to talk about a figment of my imagination. How about all the figments of my imagination? So this is kind of my spin on manifesting. Everybody does the manifesting thing, right? Okay, let's back it up. So, do you know you're manifesting right now? Right now, as we speak. Everyone is manifesting. Now, what you're manifesting, or at the rate you're manifesting it, are two of the cool tools you can start enveloping. So, as you understand, the more you're manifesting, how to manifest, and what you're manifesting, you start to bring them into this reality faster. So pretty much everything that you see, my crystals, my beautiful backyard, my dog actually is pretty interesting, I'll tell the story of that, is a figment of my imagination. It all began with my imagination. I imagined this house. I imagined my dog. I imagined my crystal store. I imagined my energy business. And everything began with that little spark of my imagination. I imagined my crystal and light bed. That's a big one that I imagined. And ba-bum. Now, it wasn't just I imagined it and became into reality. So there's other pieces to the story. So let's back it up. Everybody understands the law of attraction. Most people understand the law of attraction. If you don't, basically, it is like attracts like. And again, whether you know it or not, good or bad, like is attracting like. So if you are having a little bit of a hard time in your life and everything keeps happening to you and you're wondering why things keep happening to you, it's because like attracts like. I can just put my elbow here. But there's more to the story. There's more laws. There's actually 144 laws. So we have the law of attraction, which most people understand. Now, one of the ones I'm really, really, really good at is the law of action. So I have a thought, an idea, an imagination, and I do something about it. So that is one of the laws that I invoke, which help me actually get somewhere. And honestly, if you're going to focus on any law, I would like you to focus on that after the law of attraction. So like attracts like, you got to pay attention to your thoughts and your feelings. What are you thinking? And what are you feeling about that thinking? So if you're not feeling super successful right now and you're feeling kind of crappy, that's going to be attracting that. If you're feeling the possibilities and you're feeling hope, you're going to start to attract that. So then you have to create an action step about it. So I'm hopeful. So I want to start doing something about it. Maybe I get outside. Maybe I start meditating. There's many things you can do, and we can get into that more in depth, but I just want to do like a brief discussion today. So we have the law of attraction, we have the law of action, gotta do something about it. Next, we have to have the law of intention. So what is my intention around that? So not just the money, because money's great, but it's got to be more, it's got to be deeper, right? My intention to have this home was so I could expand my energy business. So I could expand my kid's life. I needed space. I needed light. I have skylights and I have trees. I have this beautiful, incredible forest that supports me and loves me. So I needed to create a solid intention that matched my action, that matched my what I was liking. Then we have to be a vibrational match. So some people have heard this before, but to be a millionaire, you have to feel like a millionaire. So money is easy to do because it's kind of more tangible. Not really anymore, but it used to be more tangible. So in order for me to be successful, I had to feel successful. So you need to look at the ways that you are already successful. So I started looking at the clients that I'd already helped. I started looking at all the courses I'd already taken. I started looking at all the ways I'd gotten out of my own head, out of my own way. I had started looking at the results I've gotten from my family and how they were doing, right? you have to look at the what you have done so far. And even if it's just one thing, it's like pick on that one thing. So when pick on it usually is a bad connotation, right? So something happens and you kind of pick on yourself for it. You really sink into it. You think about it, you dissect it, you think of all the ways you could have done it better. I want you to pick on the good things too, though. I want you to really look at them. I want you to dissect them. I want you to think of how amazing they were. So you can just take one thing, but really, really, really delve into it. Okay, then we have the law of cause and effect. So that means that if you're having crappy thoughts all the time, it's going to affect you, whether you like it or not. Again, all these laws are happening behind the scenes, like gravity, whether we're aware of them or not. So you have to think cause and effect. So yes, if I'm a great person, I'm going to put good love things into life, and they're going to come back to me. Now, the thing with cause and effect is it's actually a bigger circle than we realize. So when I put out good things, say I buy somebody lunch, I may not get something back that day. And we are a society of instant gratification. So we're like, what? I was nice all day and nothing nice happened to me? I think the law of patience is in there. I don't know if it's an actual law, but I got to tell you, there is definitely patience. So, but the more good and things that you put out in the world, it will come back around to you. Now, it's a funny thing though. You have to keep the faith, because most people really get themselves into trouble because they're on and off the boat. So today they are feeling super good. They're, the sun's out. I'm going to manifest the life I want. But they just spent 4 days feeling crappy and in the dungeon. And they're wondering why that one day is not producing the results they want. But the thing with energy is it takes a minute. So I often like to describe to my clients, it's like a fan. And it's going one direction. It's going pretty fast because, it's COVID, right? All the shit that's been happening. And you've been running down this hill. And then all of a sudden you decide to stop. So it takes a minute to have it to stop. But also takes a minute for it to go back up the hill. So the trick is to maintain your energy and vibration and thoughts and manifestations while it is slowing down and then getting the momentum to go back up. Now, in the beginning, it's harder. It's like pedaling a bike up that hill. So it's going to take a little bit more. It's going to take a little bit more work. You're going to have to be more intentional about it. You're going to have to create more action steps around it. And eventually, though, so initially you say the universe is helping you like 5%, and you're doing 95% of the work. What happens, though, is the more consistent and strong and persistent you are, the more you place your order, the more you get super clear on what you want, then the universe starts picking up speed. Okay, cool. We got it. We hear it. We see it. Okay, she's doing like 80%. We'll help her out with 20. And, oh, wait, she's still going. Let's go. Okay, 75. Look at that. So now the universe is helping you like 25%, and the thing starts to show up. We've got coincidences and we've got synchronicities. And this is a really nice turning point, because when the synchronicities and coincidences start showing up, that's when you really want to sink your teeth into it, because you're gaining momentum. And this is really when you want to start seeing that coach. This is really when you want, hopefully you've been seeing a coach before, but you don't want to give up. So some people at this point are like, oh wait, I'm getting what I want. I can do it on my own. And they fall off the boat again. And then they get frustrated because they got to freaking start again up the hill. So this is really what we want to do, is keep up the momentum. We want to get super clear on what we want. We start to take greater action steps. We want to be allow ourselves, give ourselves a permission to enjoy this beautiful life. If the point of the story is to learn how to be a magnificent manifester, then you got to give yourself a minute. It's training. Right? You are in training, my friend, to be a magnificent manifester. And I am living proof of this. I did not start my journey like this. Now, I was always kind of hopeful. I had a little bit of optimism in me from the beginning. I definitely had some more tools and tips, and I didn't often go all the way down the rabbit hole. So we're now at that 75%. The universe is helping us 25%. We keep pushing, and then it kind of starts to doublify our energy, our efforts. So it's like, okay, she's serious. Let's start the good stuff. So once you get to that point, the things start to really show up in your life. They start to physically showing up, and mentally showing up, spiritually showing up. And it could be money, but it could be emotional support. People could be coming into your life that are lighter, are brighter, that maybe also have Reiki. Maybe they understand manifesting. You start getting that group. You start finding your tribe. And now we start to really pick up speed. So as we get over that hump, then you start to really pick up speed. And that's when it really, really gets good, guys. And you start to feel amazing. Now, problem and trick is sometimes the universe comes to test you. And you get a little bit of that old ego, that old life, that old limiting beliefs come into you and say, are you sure? Are you sure you really believe this? And I want you to know that that's just a test. You need to pass it. You need to say, yes, I really believe it. I'm really ready for this. I really deserve abundance. I really feel that I'm worthy. I really value myself at this point. And you will be surprised and absolutely freaking amazed what happens when you break through that ceiling. I have so many of my amazing clients, and I literally hold their hand through that ceiling because it's a little bit of a trick. But once you break through it, the stuff gets really good and things start to show up and you get wowed. And before you know it, you're just like, I love my life. I'm living my best timeline, and this is absolutely amazing. And this is really what I want for you guys. So I hope this all makes sense. I just wanted to share some tips and tricks. It's a little bit more complicated than people realize. I know everyone's selling the 7 steps to manifesting and do this and you'll be it. Yeah, that's part of the story. There's more to the story, and they all work together. And these are just some of the laws, like I said. Start with them. But if this is something I can help you with, please reach out. You've got my website, and I love, 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 love helping people light up their life, figuring this out and living their best timeline. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.